I recently started working for a forestry company in northern BC after traveling for almost 2 years in Central America. Sometimes there are perks, like for an entire week traveling by helicopter to sites that are otherwise inaccessible in the far north. But I'm not here for sightseeing. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, working. Our base of operations is in Prince George, which is near the center of British Columbia. And we'll be driving about 9 hours north to a camp along Lake Williston. We only drive for about 2 hours on the highway before we find our turn on a Forest Service road. This next 7 or so hours, depending on P-breaks, we'll be driving on this road that's mainly used for logging trucks.
161 to home person.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You betcha. Thanks.
We drive along the FSR and Lake Williston for hours, and by the end of the day, we're glad we made it to the camp that we will call home for the next week.
I like dogs. I just hope that they're gonna be okay. Hello, puppies. Hello. Hello. There we go. Okay.
It's the horse, like the saddles and shit.
Oh yeah, okay. Equipment, not living in. Atco trailers for living in.
We are greeted by the guard dogs, and it doesn't seem like they are trying too hard. This is my first time here, but not for some of my colleagues.
Yeah. Oh, no, okay, goodbye. I smell bad, I guess. First impressions, pretty rustic.
Oh yeah.
Pretty rustic.
Oh, we're home. Hello. Hello. How's it going?
This is the living and dining area that we will be having breakfast and dinner in every night. The big table in the middle means we all get to share stories at the end of the day.
Okay, so this is my room, number 6. Just a little square. You know, it's not bad, especially since I'm not paying for it. This is for work. Could use a chair. So it looks like they can house like at least, I don't know, 24 people here. This is considered an outfitters, which is pretty cool. They take people out on hunting trips for really high prices. So a lot of rich people come here. I'm trying to find the bathroom. I don't know where it is. Let's see. Ah, I found it. Oh, yeah. Not bad, not bad. And if you'll excuse me, I need some private time.
The next morning we get a safety brief from the pilot, so we know not to walk into the rotors. Apparently it's a lot of paperwork if we do. We need to schedule our flights with the other companies that are working up here with us, and today we are going second. The rotor downwash is surprisingly strong, and I'm holding onto my hat for dear life. We have all our gear, extra boots, and some safety equipment, and of course lunch with us for the day. And everything goes into this side bin while we take our flight. And tightly secured so we don't lose anything along the way. Just like that, our commute to work starts. The most epic commute I've ever had, and it'll be like this for the next week. We actually spot many animals, like moose, from the heli, but it's pretty hard to capture them properly with a GoPro. Changing fall colors are in full effect everywhere we go, and the winding rivers add the perfect amount of charm to our view. Sometimes it snows at night, and the next commute changes completely. Landing can be a little more challenging. Often it happens that some sections of the job won't get done as there is no access. But small gaps in the trees are enough for this little helicopter to land. More often than not, it's in a swamp, so the pilot needs to be real careful. Just like that, we are out of the air and into the bush. It's time to work. We are doing what is called layout. It's pretty simple. We have a predetermined shapefile on our GPS that we follow and physically mark the boundary with ribbon. The boundary can change with physical features affecting operability, so that's something to be aware of. Another thing we do is laying out roads, which includes marking each spot on a GPS, writing down some information like slope percentage 1, 2, 3 times. We use different color ribbon for different things. This one gets a blue ribbon. Of course, I mustn't forget to write the information down on the ribbon itself, and check the station number on the GPS. And then do that again every 50 meters or so. Streams also need to be located and GPSed, similar to roads, just less information needed. This small stream is very important and will affect how this block is harvested. And that's how I spent a week in northern BC, with an unforgettable commute, location, and scenery, and a job I will never forget.